Hi everybody, Penny here. Welcome to my kitchen. So today we are going to do no bake, peanut butter, chocolate, and marshmallow squares. And the reason I'm doing these is because not this weekend coming, but next weekend, I believe it's the 27th of November, Harcourt Memorial Church here in Guelph is having their All Things Christmas sale. You can go online on their website, Harcourt United Church in Guelph. And they'll have wreaths and flower arrangements and all kinds of stuff, and they're also going to have some baked goods. So I'll be sending along some diabetic friendly things as well as some really sweet things like today's recipe. But this is also a great one to do with the kids. It's a no bake, it's easy peasy, simple ingredients. So let's get to it. In this main bowl now I've doubled this recipe because I'm going to do it in a 9x13 dish. But you could put it in two 8x8 dishes or two 9x9 dishes. The 9x13 dish that I have here is going to make a little higher squares because it's a smaller area to fill. So if you do the 8x8 or the 9x9, they'll be a little shorter. But this is double recipe. So we have 1 cup of butter, which I've cut into squares so it'll be easier to melt. 3 cups of chocolate chips. Now, if you're a butterscotch fan, you can easily use butterscotch chips in here, but I like the chocolate. And we have, 3 cups of chocolate chips and 2 cups of peanut butter. So I'm going to be melting this in the microwave, and I'm only going to put it in for, probably 55 seconds to a minute each time, because we only just want it to melt and then stir together. We're probably going to have to do it 2, 3, maybe even 4 times because you don't want to scorch your chocolate, but you want to melt it very gently. When it's all melted and gone together, I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So at that point, we'll be back. Hey everybody, back again. Okay, so this went in the microwave for 45 seconds and then wasn't even really started. So I put it on for a whole minute and all the butter was really melty. The peanut butter was nice and melty. So I put it in, stirred it up, give it a good stir very gently because it'll like flick everywhere. And then I put it in for another 35 seconds and now it appears to be perfect. See? No lumps. Yummy, yummy. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the 2 teaspoons of the vanilla, and we're gently going to stir that in. Who doesn't love vanilla? And you know what? If you wanted to, instead of vanilla, I bet you could put in mint. If you like mint, peppermint, and you have that in your cupboard, I bet that would be lovely in here. You could easily do that too. So we're going to stir that a little bit, just to incorporate that. And as you can see here, I have my 9x13 pan, and I have it lined with parchment paper to make a sling. So you want it a couple inches over this side and a couple inches over that side, so that when the cookies, the squares are ready, you can just lift them out. You don't have to cut your pan. You can lift out the sling, put them on a cutting board, and Bob's your uncle. You don't have to scrape your pan or scratch it or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so this is nice and smooth. The vanilla is all incorporated. Now we're going to get the marshmallows, and they're in the freezer because you don't want your marshmallows to melt when it hits the warm chocolate. And it's not like hot, but it is warm. Now if you don't have a microwave, you can do this on the stove over a really low heat. Okay, so we're going to get our marshmallows. Ta-da! Marshmallows, mini marshmallows, multicolored marshmallows. The recipe calls for 500 grams. Each bag is 400 grams. So I'm going to put in 1 bag and then just a little bit out of the top of the other one. So I'm going to cut them both open because it doesn't have to be like a precise measurement. So we'll just gently lay that there. And this one. And I'm going to take approximately 1/4 of that one. And all of this one, plus the few that ended up in the pan. Make sure you got a nice big bowl. There you go, some escapees. And then gently fold them in with the chocolate. So you don't want to stir at this point because you'll have marshmallows going everywhere. You want to go down in the bottom and fold up. And you just keep doing that until they're all incorporated. I keep thinking about the mint. I bet that mint would be delicious. Now this is smooth peanut butter. If you like crunchy peanut butter, you go for it. Or even if you don't have crunchy peanut butter and you want to add some chopped peanuts or some chopped walnuts or even some coconut, shredded coconut, it would all be very, very good. There we go. We're getting there. Takes a minute. You gotta be gentle. There we are. I think we have it all covered. I think. See, I could just get a spoon. I don't need to put them in the fridge. I could just get a spoon. But we will. We'll make our squares. Okay, so here's our parchment paper lined pan. And you just simply put them in. And then we're going to flatten them down a little bit. And then, look at all that chocolate. Peanut butter chocolate goodness. I better leave some for Barry to lick, or he'd be mad. Okie dokie. So now we just flatten it out into the corners. Make sure you get it into the corners. And you're not looking to squat it down. You're just looking to level it out. So you don't need to press really, really hard or anything. You just kind of do that and that. And there you go. She's ready to go in the fridge for at least 1 hour. They can be kept in the fridge, or you can put them in a container and store them away for Christmas in the freezer. Not a problem. So I hope you give it a go. When these come out, I'm going to cut them up and I'll show you a picture at the end. So give it a go. Enjoy. Bye.